Killer record. Anacrusis, Suffering Hour, their first record. Love this one. As much as I love this one, it's not even my favorite one. Probably Screams and Whispers. Anyway, just finished up this record, but thought I would put it on the background. Anyway, got some records I was listening to. Last night, I pulled this record out, Speed Metal Hell. This is the first one, and what I loved about this one, well, besides the 12 different bands that are on here, Savage Grace and Whiplash, Executioner, At War, Medieval, Artillery, Attila. The only ones that I haven't really heard of or aren't familiar with are Shining Blade, Midnight Vice, and Stiletto. But anyway, it ends with the Whiplash song from the demo, I believe. It's Thrash Till Death, and that's on the Thunderstruck demo from 1984, which is also available on this. Anyway, so that was the inspiration for... That was my inspiration for this tonight, which is the third record from Whiplash. This one was a little bit more mainstream back in the day, but it was also the first one that I was able to catch out in the wild. Literally just ran into it. And at the time, it wasn't even recommended for me to buy this, which I have no idea why, because I love this record. This is a great thrash record. Back then it was CD. I bought the original CD first. Later on I would acquire this one. It was a little bit more tricky to track down, probably in the early 2000s when I tracked this one down on vinyl. But yeah, really great. I like Whiplash anyway, but this is a great one. I've got this, this is the only vinyl version that they actually ever had. It's just this picture disc. And for a picture disc, it sounds pretty good. It's a little, compared to the original CD, which is quite a bit bigger, this vinyl version is a little bit kind of more contained in the middle, and then occasionally a guitar or keyboard or something will flare way out to the side and create actually quite a dramatic effect. But man, the Druid Ceremony, this was their only record. I love this record. I love this album so much. I wish that this band had gone further and done more. Really, really excellent. There's one that Ian Fulton. I was familiar with him. Greg, I guess, Fulton. I was familiar with him from the Snow White days. Snow White was a band that I found early on and tracked down their Act of God album, and eventually tracked down the 2 EPs and the live album. The live album took years to find. But anyway, this was his first band after that band dissolved. I like this one. This is a great thrash record. It's got some great riffs. He's a great guitar player, great songwriter. It's a pretty strong record. It's great all the way through. There's some real favorites on here. Silence So Loud, the title track. The whole thing is actually really good. But compared to what was going on with the Snow White stuff, I think that this pales in comparison, even though I do like this album quite a bit. They did a EP after this, which didn't do too terribly much for me. And they may even have one more release after that. I have to check my CDs on that one, but yeah, this is the one to get. And finally, this album, Scanner, Hypertrace. Me and this one go back a long ways. Originally, I passed on this album back in the late 80s quite a few times, and for 2 reasons. The biggest reason was probably because of this guy. That dude. I couldn't get over the fact that he looked like every new wave band from America at the time. That I just couldn't look at this and think, how. But of course, there was no way to listen to it back then. You either just bought it or you did it, and that was it. But the second issue with this record was that it was an import, and that pretty much spelled disaster for a 7th grade kid with lawnmower money. And talk about, please sir, can I have some more? I mean, I would sit there and count out the change until I had exactly enough to buy within pennies of the money that I had between tape, CDs, and vinyl. So this album, I did end up bringing it home finally on tape for cheap, maybe around 1989. And the boy, was I wrong. Don't judge a book by its band members. Look, that's for sure. The first time through this record, Locked Out got me. Just stuck in my head, like I had heard the song a million times, and it's just the first time I'd ever heard it. And so from then on, I would play side one over and over, play it, rewind it, play it, rewind it, play it, and eventually I would just come to listen to the whole record all the time and track it down on vinyl. And there was some early 90s CD versions. I think they were even on Noise Records still back then, and I've got those as well. But this is a great record. It's got a great atmosphere to it. It truly does sound like space. I don't know how else to explain that, but whenever I listen to this, I go far away in my mind. It's like feels spacey to me. It just doesn't feel like five guys in a studio making music and recording it. It feels different. Anyway, dig it. I love it. Been listening to this for a long time. Anyway, well, that's what I'm up to tonight for music. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.